Hi everybody, what we're going to do in this video is calculate the confidence limits or intervals using ToolPak, and to check the work we're going to also use the ConfidenceT function. Alright, this is pretty straightforward, pretty easy to do. What you do is you go up to data, you go to data analysis. Now you want to use the descriptive statistic command, so press OK for that. And as you can see, I kind of practice here, but I'll do it again. I always like to practice. I'm going to highlight the first cell, Control Shift down arrow key to capture the work. Now, since I'm using a label, force, I'm going to make sure that the labels in front row is checked. Always make sure you do that. If you don't do that, what's going to happen is you'll get an error. Just to remind you, I've done it many times. Alright, then I need to find a cell to put the output, and I'm going to put it about right there. Now, make sure that summary statistics and confidence level for means, or for mean, is checked, and we're setting it, the default is 95% confidence level. Now when you do problems, make sure you carefully read what the significant level or the confident level will be for the problem. The default is 95, so we're going to go with that. Now I'm going to press OK, and let's see if this works correctly. Okay, now I'm going to scroll it out a little bit, and so you guys can see it a little bit better. I can do that, and I'm going to make the letters just for my own self too. It's always nice to see better so I don't strain my eyes. Alright, now as you can see here, here's the confidence level for 95. That's the midpoint. So now we need to calculate the confidence level. Put this in here, like that, for the lower limit, and we need to do it for the, okay, let's change that too, for the upper limit. Alright, very good. Now this is extremely easy to do. Now remember, you're looking at the bell-shaped curve, the distribution curve, and we're working with T statistics and data. So again, the means would be on the bell-shaped curve would be in the center. Now we need to establish a limit for the left side of the curve, and we need to establish for the right side. Alright, for the lower limit, make sure you, since we're asking Excel to do some calculations, make sure you always use the plus sign. So it's the means, in this case, minus the confidence level, and we'll get that a little bit bigger later. And for the upper limit, it's the means plus the confidence level, and get those a little bit larger for you guys. Alright, now scroll it out a little bit. Alright, let's make this a little bit more workable number. Let's take it down to 2 digits. Also, make sure that you read the problems carefully, because it might say 4 digits to 2 digits. So always check the question very carefully. So, as you can see, you are confident that the means 95 out of 100 or 9.5 out of 10 would fall within the limits of this. As you see, this number here, 1723.4, does fall within the limit. Now I want to check my work. and I want to make sure that what I did was correct. I always like to do it twice. So what I'm going to do is go to formulas. I'm going to go to more functions. I'm going to go to statistical, and I'm going to go to ConfidenceT. I got to find it. There it is. ConfidenceT. Now, it is asking for the alpha level. In this case, it's 0.05 because that's associated with the 95%. Standard deviation, since we did this, this is what's good about the descriptive function. It'll give you a lot of output. I'm going to click onto that. And the size, that's how many people are in the group. In this case, there were 30 data. Click that. And as you can see right there, it does agree. And I'm going to click it on. Go back to home. And I can make that a more workable number. There you go. I can even do it for here too if I wanted to. 2, 3. So I checked my work, and as you can see, the confidence level does correspond to each other. I'm not going to add and subtract again, but learn to use the ConfidenceT and learn to use the descriptive command, statistical command, to help you also. Alright, well, good luck with this, and I'm sure you'll do fine. Practice, practice, practice. That's what's very important.